to Your Health, where we explore the latest in health across the country. I'm Erica Cardenas. Today we're here at Tangled Root Botanicals to talk about the benefits of herbal medicine for your wellness. But before we show you around, let's take a look at what's coming up on the show. We tell you why drinking tea can help your overall health and getting the perfect smile with the help of new technology. Plus senior living and individualized care all in one place. All that and more in this episode of Your Health. We're here at Tangled Root Botanicals to talk about the benefits of using botanicals, and joining me now is owner Mary Helen Nunez. Mary Helen, thank you so much for being with us.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here.
First off, what is Tangled Root Botanicals?
Tangled Root Botanicals is an herbal apothecary here in Glendale, Arizona, and we specialize in medicinal bulk herbs and also bulk teas, and we also have a tea bar as well for people to come in and just purchase drinks.
So, Mary Helen, where did your interest in botanicals begin?
It began, I would say, years back when I was a little girl. My parents were huge gardeners and really into health and wellness. My mom was a nurse. So it just became that I fell in love with using plants for everything.
So what are some of those health benefits of botanicals?
Yeah, so they support our total health and wellness by just toning certain systems, decreasing inflammation in the body, and helping our cells feel great overall. They might help us boost our energy levels or even have a better night's sleep.
Now, let's talk a little bit more about that, because herbal wellness, herbal medicine can be used, of course, year-round. So share with us, what are some summer ailments that herbal medicine can be used for?
Right, so everybody is having a lot of issues with allergies right now. It's not herbal, but I do always share with people that using local honey is going to be super great. We have herbs such as stinging nettles, goldenrod. All of those are natural antihistamines, so it really decreases inflammation and helps us feel better overall. Tends to avoid those symptoms of allergies. Aloe is going to be a great plant for sunburn, as well as calendula and even oatmeal. And we can use those in our bath water or apply aloe on afterwards to help heal the integrity of the skin. They're emollient, they're hydrating, and they're very conditioning to any type of skin issues, and that goes from sunburn to eczema.
Now, you have a very popular product here called Face Food. Yes. Tell us more about that.
Yes, Face Food is it's part clay, so we use French green clay in it, and it is blended with other herbs such as lavender, spirulina, oatmeal, calendula, so it's very anti-inflammatory and soothing to the skin, all while like detoxing and supporting the skin where it's applied.
That's great. So you also have something called Namaste Cafe at the Apothecary. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yes, so Namaste Cafe is still here in Tangled Root Botanicals, and it is just where we have our tea bar, and all of the remedies that we do create in tea form, we're able to sell at the tea bar. So if you're not sure if you're gonna like diving into the herbal tea world, this is a great chance for people to try it out. Then we always have the full version that they can take home.
Now, speaking of teas, I myself am a big tea drinker. I love herbal teas. So tell us a little bit more about the health benefits of herbal teas.
Right, so it supports your overall health, and that can be anywhere from boosting your immunity to helping you get a more restful night's sleep, and everything in between. So it's great to use as a preventative method to just keep ourselves healthy and feeling good.
Are there certain varieties of teas that we should be focusing on when it comes to our health?
I do like things that are going to be supportive overall. So nettles is a great one. A group of herbs that we call adaptogens, like ashwagandha, is becoming very popular, and that just really supports our adrenal system. It gives us a bump of energy that's nice and clean, non-jittery, and it helps us adapt and deal with stressors.
Mary Helen, thank you so much for the great information. If you'd like more information about Tangled Root Botanicals, just head over to their website. Getting a good night's sleep is important to our overall health, but sometimes we need some help getting that rest, and the experts at Integrity Treatment Solutions are here to help.
There have been times that I've heard from other individuals, you know what, you just need to get a good night's sleep and then you'll feel like you can exercise. But if you have sleep apnea, how can you exercise? How can you make those good decisions about nutrition if you're not getting good sleep?
There's an obstruction in the nose or upper airway all the way down to the throat, and the air is not getting through. So anybody who's snoring like and they kind of pause, that's because they're not breathing properly. There's treatment for it, such as CPAP.
CPAP is continuous positive airway pressure. It's pressurized air to open up the upper airway to allow that individual to be able to breathe.
If it works properly, if you look at it on a sleep study, everything will be corrected and they'll get solid sleep without all the interruption. Integrity Treatment Solutions started because I had an idea of starting a company that was catering customer service-wise for CPAP and oxygen equipment. We were not doing any insurance. We were doing all private pay, to kind of cater to those who didn't have the coverage in the first place or had high deductibles. I started from absolute scratch.
My husband came to me and said, hey, why don't we open up our own durable medical equipment company dealing mainly with CPAP, BiPAP, oxygen, and we won't take any insurance. I thought he was crazy.
Basically, I worked out of my car for the first year to year and a half.
We knew a lot of the providers here in the Tucson area who trusted in us and went ahead and sent us referrals for their patients to have a home sleep test. And if they needed a CPAP, he'd order a CPAP for them, they'd purchase it, we'd buy another CPAP, and then we just kept going on from there, and soon we added oxygen. We have dozens of masks for individuals to take a look at. We provide mask fittings here and help them identify what mask may work for them. There are reviews with all of our employees' names, from someone helping them with a mask fitting, from an individual helping them with their equipment if it's failing. I used to think we work hard to get those Google reviews, but it seems to just come easy because we all are here to work together and to make sure that that service is provided.
I did a sleep study and found out I had severe sleep apnea. I quit breathing 83 times per hour. I come running in here going, and I have insurance, but I'm like, okay, so the insurance company is giving me all this stuff and I have no clue what I'm doing. Integrity took care of me, and every time my mask didn't act right or something, as long as I was on the phone, I could get in my car, drive down here, and they can find the solution for me. And they were very kind and polite, and their customer service was beyond what I would have ever expected.
You can learn more about us at itscpap.com. We look forward to seeing you. Many of our customers are repeat customers, and we hope you are too.
Stick around, we have more Your Health coming up from Tangled Root Botanicals. Getting the smile you want with the help of new technology, and help with your breathing issues after suffering from COVID. Getting a new smile is attainable at Permadontics. Their state-of-the-art services are giving patients their smiles back.
And aesthetically, how do you like the way it looks?
Yeah, I am very pleased.
Permadontics is a specialty clinic that focuses on implants that are immediately loaded, meaning putting a tooth on, a temporary tooth on right away. Dr. Ayers and myself were one of the pioneers in the development of this technique. You see the patients for the first time, they're fearful, they're unsure of what you're telling them actually is the truth. At the end of the day, when we see them with their new smile, it's like a different patient.
You smile at people and they smile right back at you.
Felt great when I first saw myself. It looked really nice.
My other teeth looked okay, but these look terrific.
I was going to a new job, so no one knew my old teeth. So I just smiled all the time and everybody told me I had beautiful teeth. And I said, thank you.
To have a good set of teeth is extremely important, not only just for your appearance, but to be able to function correctly and eat properly and just feel more confident in yourself.
We offer everything that's involved with dental implants. We're the only implant center in Southern California that has its own porcelain lab and only does finals in porcelain.
They gave me a tour of the person that does the final teeth, and it's quite an involved process.
He created such great teeth that nobody knows I even have them.
And my mother said they looked exactly like my baby teeth. That's how correct that they got.
They are first class with what they do, for sure.
I had crowns on all my teeth for 45 years, so they always had to be redone. And pretty soon there just wasn't anything to redo. And so my dentist suggested a few implants, but I knew I probably needed more than that.
Most of our patients are fed up, meaning they've had a lot of dentistry and they want a permanent solution where they're not going to be stuck in this cycle of constantly going back to the dentist for more and more work.
It's so nice not to be going to the dentist anymore.
Having everything in one roof makes it a lot easier for treatment planning. And then having hygiene here makes it easier for the patient to come for hygiene checks. I've been doing this now for almost 45 years, and that's what keeps me going, is the interaction with the patients and seeing these life-changing stories.
Getting this done makes me smile more.
I feel great, so grateful that I did this. I couldn't even imagine not having these teeth.
I feel sometimes exuberant, if that's too much of a word.
After an illness or accident, getting back to your life can be difficult, but the doctors at Opelousas General's Rehabilitation Center have a team approach to assist in your recovery.
What a patient can expect when they come onto the inpatient rehab unit is to be involved in an interdisciplinary team of professionals and wonderful caring people here on our Opelousas General Rehab Unit. We have physical therapy, which is going to help them with motion. We have occupational therapy, which is going to help them with what we call our activities of daily living, or our ADLs, which are the things we all need to do when we get up every morning. Washing our face, brushing our teeth. Some have to brush their hair, others are more lucky.
Patients qualify for inpatient rehabilitation because they have a significant functional deficit. And that's what makes them available to come over here or qualify to be admitted. The holistic approach that we use to treat our patients here include a whole team of persons attending to the patient's need and reassessing it on a daily basis, almost on an hourly basis. Inpatient rehabilitation benefits the patient by providing them the ability to return back to their functional level or better than they were before whatever happened brought them here. Our goal is to make the patient as functional as we can and to bring him back to his baseline before whatever brought him here was, or even better. And we do that by approaching all of his or her medical problems and physical problems.
Everybody that comes up on rehab has had something taken away from them. I always say that they've had something they never thought would happen to them, and it's already happened. Whether it's a stroke, or whether it's an amputation, or whether they've fallen and broken a hip, and they've had their autonomy and their ability to do for themselves taken away. And we are blessed to be able to help them on the beginning of this journey, them and their families, back to their independence.
The treatment modalities for inpatient rehabilitation are global. They include physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, nutritional support, and of course medication. The conditions that respond excellently well for inpatient rehabilitation are mainly strokes, because they do give you a lot of deficits, followed by complete hip replacements and knee replacements. But also other conditions such as being debilitated and weak from an extended hospital stay due to a catastrophic infection.
Dr. Ailments and I try to not be doctors, but be healers, because that takes everything. And thankfully, we have such a great team that we're all able to help them on their emotional journey, getting through this, as well as on their spiritual journey, getting through this. And not only get better, but see better. See that they have a future where they will be able to do for themselves again.
Don't go away, we have more coming up on Your Health. We visit Avengers Senior Living to see all they have to offer their residents and getting treatment for breathing complications after COVID. At True Health, they're helping patients who suffered from COVID-19 regain their health one breath at a time.
If you or your loved one are struggling with chronic lung conditions from post-COVID residual breathing problems, you may be a great candidate for our lung rejuvenation therapy. A lot of our patients who come to see us have COPD, they have emphysema, they have asthma, they have these chronic lung issues. As you know, with any type of chronic lung condition, it only gets worse with time, and we know that. And over time, the function of the lungs will decrease with about a 1% per month if we don't do anything about this. So anyone who is suffering with this, who are on medications, they're on inhalers, they're even on oxygen, what we want to do is stop the damage and allow the body to heal and regenerate. So currently what we're able to do is actually harvest these naturally healing cells in our body. In doing so, we're able to stop the damage from getting worse so we can overcome the trouble breathing, the need for oxygen, and all these medications that keep piling up and reverse these symptoms that these patients are struggling with post-COVID. So currently, patients that have chronic lung conditions, all they have is medications, steroids, and then when that doesn't work, they have to use oxygen. And then when that fails, well, then there is physical therapy for lungs. And when that fails, unfortunately, if there is a part of the lung that is so severely damaged, they have to have surgery to get rid of that part. So that's all that's available. It's medications, it's masking the symptoms. There is nothing out there that is designed to repair the body and allow it to heal. Left untreated, we know that lung condition will just continue to decline the lung function over time. Post this therapy, what we're able to see is that patients will actually have an improved lung function with time. So the remarkable part about this therapy is that we have seen patients who have seen an improvement as soon as 1 week. The soonest and the fastest results that one of our patients experienced was actually immediately after the procedure. So they were able to have improved energy, they no longer needed their inhaler, and again, when we checked up on them a week later, they no longer needed their oxygen, they had more energy. It can happen that fast. The procedure is a simple outpatient procedure. Our patients are completely awake for the whole procedure and are able to come and receive the therapy and go home within a few hours. So if you are somebody who suffers with chronic lung conditions, who have had COVID, and now your lung condition has become significantly worsened, and now you're dealing with these residual breathing problems, we really want to see you, and we're able to offer you this free screening where it'll tell us exactly how progressed this damage is and whether we can help you or not. So if you are someone who is struggling with this, please give us a call. We can help you. All you have to do, give us a call.
We have more from Tangled Root Botanicals coming up on Your Health. Senior living and individualized care all in one place. Finding a place for our loved ones to live as they age can be difficult, but at Avengers Senior Living, they're setting the bar when it comes to individualized care.
The origins of Avengers Senior Living really start from a family-based business. The company was founded by David and Violet Craik, and they started this company through their own personal experience. They had a loved one that was in a senior living community that they were not super satisfied with, and decided, because of their background in construction and design, that they felt that they could create a retirement community, a memory care community that was really deserving for their loved one. So what makes Avengers Senior Living very different from all the other companies in the senior living industry is we are a smaller boutique style company. Being a boutique style community or a boutique style management company allows us to really work closely with not only our management team and staff, but also our families and our resident families as well. Our resident really is our customer, but our customers really start with our family connections. So we work closely with our families to help support them with resources and education, because a lot of our families are coming into this situation without a very good knowledge of dementia. So we utilize our expertise and our contacts and resources in the healthcare industry to help these families navigate this journey. Some of our programs that make us very different from our other competitors is our cognitive lifestyle program. This is a program that's unique to Avenir Senior Living. And what it is that we assess our residents and we align them with other residents in our communities through their cognitive levels. So in our communities, we have an early cognition community neighborhood, an intermediate and advanced neighborhood. And what this does, this allows us to have our residents living with peers who have the same abilities and likes, and this allows us to then set up successful days through activities and socialization, which really helps to enhance their enjoyment of their day. A typical resident day here really will start with a nutritious meal. So our chefs are all our employees who work with registered dietitians to make sure that our meals and our menus offer a wide variety of nutritional options. We can also manage specialized diets if a resident needs one. Further to that is the socialization throughout the day. So activities that are really geared toward each different resident's abilities so that they have success throughout their day and it's very rewarding for them. Avenir really prides itself to be a pillar in the communities, so we want our families to know that they're welcome to come to any Avenir community. We will help them to our best of our ability, utilizing our resources and our connections to help educate them. The best way for somebody to learn more about our company would be to visit our website or to phone any one of the 3 communities here in Arizona. It's really important for people to know that they're not alone in this journey and that Avenir Senior Living is here to help.
We want to thank Mary Helen for hosting us today here at Tangled Root Botanicals, such a cool place. And thank you for joining us on Your Health. I'm Erica Cardenas. See you next time.